Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to go on tour in South India. First he asked for blessings, couple of devotees. They were not very eager to give him blessings because they wanted to spend time with him. But after some time, after a few negotiation periods, they gave their blessings and Lord Chaitanya started his tour. All his devotees went with him a little bit, one part of the way, and then we are coming on today's topics. So how they were walking around, they were chanting and dancing. Practically they had Harinam. It was crazy Harinam. And then what happened? We can see that we are like if we are living on the pages of this Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because when came time for lunch, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda went for lunch, they closed the door and took prasadam. After they have eaten, all remnants of their food was distributed all around. And then they opened door and everyone could come and get their audience. This is exactly what happened here. We were here chanting and dancing until 7:30, and then Lord decided to have breakfast, not lunch at that time, breakfast. So they closed the door, or curtain in our case. They relish some food, and then, okay, we didn't yet get remnants, we will get them at 8:30. But then after, they again opened the curtain or door in the case in our book, and we having darshan. So we can see whatever these devotees could experience 500 years ago in the presence of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, we are having completely the same experience. And then what happened after this? Lord Chaitanya went around and he preached the holy name, and he was telling everyone else to chant Hari Hari. And this is exactly what most of us is going to do after breakfast. So we can see that from these couple of verses, we are just getting example, we are getting some pattern of our life, how our life can go on. And yesterday Jagat Palana Prabhu was telling how this Chaitanya Charitamrita is representing the devotees who already reached the goal. He was saying that in Bhagavad Gita we are getting some Bhantavya, in Srimad Bhagavatam Abhideya process how to achieve this, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is mostly Prayojana, so it means we see this goal is already achieved. So all these devotees who are with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most of them are liberated souls who came to spend pastimes with Lord Chaitanya. And what is going on with us? Most of us are probably not liberated souls who came to do pastimes, but we have opportunity to behave and live in the same way, like if we are already in a spiritual world. So we see we are chanting and dancing here in front of the Lord, then we are taking remnants of the food, and then we are getting darshan and going out to preach. Here we can see when Lord Chaitanya was going around, what he was singing. He was singing, Krishna, please protect me. Please protect me and maintain me. He was praying to Lord Krishna and to Lord Ram. He was sannyasi, and we can see how he is giving examples, how sannyasi which attitude sannyasi should have. He should have attitude that Krishna is his only maintainer and protector. I mean, all of us are supposed to have this, but this is especially emphasized for sannyasis. In Bhagavad Gita, in the 16th chapter, there is one huge list of qualities which devotee is supposed to have. And then Srila Prabhupada is explaining that one of the qualities, which is abhaya, which is meaning fearless, is especially needed for sannyasis. Because sannyasi is living in a way that he doesn't get any support from anyone, no any guarantee of the support. So he has to completely depend upon the Lord. Maybe most of us, I mean, no one of us here is sannyasi. Maybe most of us don't even aspire to become sannyasis one day. but still we can start to maybe cultivate this kind of attitude, because Krishna is not maintaining and protecting only sannyasas. He's doing this to all living entities. So it's good, especially if we are going outside on the street. It can be, many times can be a little bit dangerous to preach. You can see there is many different kind of people who can cause different kind of trouble to the preacher. Maybe here in this country we don't see very often, we didn't see recently that it was some physical violence or damage on this side. But at least what may happen, we can be victim of some opposite preaching from their side. They may on this level of on this way they can treat devotee very badly. They can say some things which can in one way shaken our faith or our self-confidence, or put our mind in a state which is not very favorable. So at least Krishna can protect us from that side, can protect our consciousness, our spirituality. He can protect our potency to give them knowledge. We can see here when Lord Chaitanya meets someone, he tells him, okay, sing Hari Hari. And they are
Hari!
you see, they are immediately answering Hari Hari. So, but here it doesn't. I guess that here is not happening so much when we go on the street and tell someone to sing. They are not really accepting same second. So, also Srila Prabhupada, when he came, he was first sitting in the park, and then many of the hippies came and they would sit and sing with him. But still, Srila Prabhupada wrote many of the books, and he told us to go out and to distribute these books. Because all these people who are outside, they need to know why to chant Hare Krishna. Because even if it happened that they just accept, they say, okay, they are singing Hare Krishna, it's nice, maybe I can sing as well. And they can get some benefit, but not as much benefit as if they read the book and then they see why they need to chant Hare Krishna, why this is so important, which kind of benefit they can get. Then in this way they can get serious benefit from chanting Hare Krishna. For us in Kali Yoga, who are not very capable to do big austerities, big concentrations, meditations, and whatever people used to do in previous stages, Prabhupada explained that this Maha Mantra, this meditation by chanting Maha Mantra is very, very appropriate. Because even if we don't want to hear, we must hear when we say it. And he gave example that was in Machka's gift shop. Just in front of the door there was traffic light, and they could always hear big noise every time it would come green light, everybody start. So he said, you see, in the same way how we can hear these cars outside, we don't want to hear noise, but we hear it. In the same way, we are hearing this Maha Mantra. When we are chanting Maha Mantra, even if mind runs away, still there is benefit because we hear the sound. By saying this, it's not that I'm recommending to just to produce sound and not to listen and leave us to the chance as much as we hear. No, this is just relevant for the people who are outside and they are listening our Harinam. Even if they don't want to hear, even if they want to block their ears, first they need to hear holy name, that they know that they're supposed to block their ears. And we who are here, what Prabhupada said, we are so fortunate because we take this process, so we should give proper attention to the holy name. And Prabhupada said they are unfortunate because they didn't take this process of the holy name. And maybe someone knows what Prabhupada said, who is the most unfortunate. So we are fortunate who took this process, they are unfortunate who didn't take this. So who is the most unfortunate? Yes.
Simply stated that the most unfortunate those who, by coming in contact, they misuse